Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NASCAR news, and we have quite a bit of stuff to cover during this off week. So, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And the first thing here from Adam Stern is about Joe Gibbs Racing. Yes, Joe Gibbs. He has sold a minority equity stake in the team to Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, bringing some of the most aggressive and talked about owners in sports to NASCAR. And Josh Harris of HBSE is the prospective new Washington Commanders owner. And I think this could be interesting. I don't know how much minority equity stake he sold here, but I definitely didn't expect to see this. I mean, I feel like he's getting ready to walk away from NASCAR, possibly, because, I mean, to be fair, both of his successors have passed away recently. You know, Coy Gibbs and can't remember the other one off the top of my head right now, but it's not surprising if he's getting ready to walk away from NASCAR, if he's selling minority, like, stake. I don't know how much percent they're talking here. It's probably going to be somewhere between 0.1%, probably 49%. But Joe Gibbs and Persky will continue running Joe Gibbs Racing, while HBSE will help in areas like marketing and sales, plus funding. So the HBSE will help in areas like the marketing department, the sales, funding. So the team name's not going to change. According to Adam Stern, I mean, obviously. Gibbs will actually now become a part owner of the Sixers and NJ Devils, I think the New Jersey Devils, pending the NBA and NHL approval, which I think will get approved. But it's ironic that Gibbs is partnering with a new owner of the team formerly known as that was formerly known as the Redskins, given he used to coach them, now called the Commanders. But so Joe Gibbs Racing will have ties to the New Jersey Devils. That's weird, but I mean, I didn't expect that. Him making a deal with the Devils is the irony I didn't know I needed. But NASCAR has a marketing problem. Maybe they can get some good marketing in this. But he's about to be in 4 different Hall of Fames. That's just crazy. So, the talks actually started before Josh Harris started pursuing the Commanders. So, talks between Joe Gibbs and Josh Harris here, they actually started before pursuing the Commanders, and JGR has sought a buyer since the offseason. And Gibbs has told people close to him they intend to keep the team in the family and would only sell a minority stake per sources. And who is Gibbs intending to pass the team down to? With, you know, both his sons are sadly gone, and maybe there's some nephews/nieces and grandchildren aside from Ty currently involved. I think Jackson Gibbs is another nephew of his, the Jackman for the number 11 team. So maybe once Joe steps down, because I felt this is the start of him selling a minority stake. But Heather Gibbs has started to get involved in the ownership side of Joe Gibbs Racing and NASCAR in recent months. So Heather Gibbs is starting to get involved in the ownership side. I think it's the best case scenario, honestly. I think she'll take over and run things great. I think it's the best possible option. Because Ty and other grandchildren need someone to help guide / continue their legacy. It was always a family operation. And Coach Gibbs is getting any younger, so they need somebody. So it's good she started to get involved in, like, the efforts of the ownership side. Yeah, it's all for the Joe Gibbs thing. All the stuff from that. NASCAR and Game Mill ENT are releasing a new NASCAR arcade game. NASCAR Arcade Rush video game later this year. on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam for $49.99, $50. It'll have a 12-player online plus local multiplayer modes, and the scene is reimagined versions of NASCAR's tracks. So yes, here's first look. NASCAR Arcade Rush on Xbox. I think this is a good move. I know people say, "Oh, it's trash to make a real NASCAR," but you don't know until you play. I think you're not seeing where this is majorly beneficial, and I think this could be a good move. It'll get young kids' attention, though. You want more realistic games to come through and be great, but this, for the time being, gives NASCAR attention to the more youthful end of things. If you're gonna look at it like that, which I think I'll look at it from that perspective. It'll probably be better than NASCAR Ignition. Anything plays better than that trash. But I think this game could be good. I don't know who's developing the game. I think it's same people who made the Street Outlaw games. But I don't know about $50. That's kind of a lot. But I don't know. I would think about buying this. I just have to see people play it first. So NASCAR Chicago has partnered with Jack Daniels, which sells its new Jack and Coca-Cola drink, ready to drink cocktail around the circuit, plus sponsor of Premium Club. Chicago Medicine Advent Health becomes official health care provider / getting name rights to the Infield Care Center. And NASCAR's been popping today with all kinds of stuff. And a W partnership. I don't know if this is good or not. It might be. People have tried it. Unveil USA's running a Reese's ice cream paint scheme at Pocono next month, promoting one of the several frozen products that it's introduced with the Hershey's brand this year. And here's Justin Allgaier's Reese's paint scheme, Reese's ice cream. Well, that's a tasty paint scheme. Boo. So India is another country that NASCAR is eyeing as part of its international expansion plans. I figured the 24 Hours Le Mans was just a start. NASCAR's going to eye part of international expansion plans. They're going to go to other countries, and India is another country that NASCAR is eyeing. Teams talk about being too expensive, but I'm all for growing and expanding. I don't know if it's a good idea at the moment, but I don't know, it's kind of excessive unless it's a separate series, but maybe they're taking over the world one track at a time. But unless they start an international series over there, having Cup over there would be a bad idea. All this talk about the team owners wanting to cut costs and you expect them to ship everything halfway across the world. I mean, I'd like NASCAR to go across the world and race at different tracks. But I do understand they want to expand its viewership in large population centers like every corporation, but I don't know. But I would like them to. But I just don't know if they will. Supercars Championship leader Brody Kostecki has drawn interest from NASCAR teams that could lead to drives in America later this year, end quote, from Speed Cave. So, I thought NASCAR was... I didn't think NASCAR was dead. People don't think it's dead. But you get more and more drivers from different racing series that are coming to try out NASCAR. And it doesn't say this... It does say later this year he could maybe race. I mean... Someone should give him a ride maybe for Chicago on the street course. I don't know if that would happen, but I'd like to see it happen. So, Fox Sports has finished its portion of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series schedule with an average of 3.315 million viewers per event. It's down 10% from 2022. It was the number 1 or number 2 sport of the weekend on US TV 9 times for the first half of this year, one better than last season. Not surprised. They have to improve their broadcast quality. It goes much deeper than ridiculous ad TV and goofy personalities not taking the sport seriously. Surprised it wasn't down more because racing wasn't too good at times. the broadcast, the gimmicks. The booth wasn't too good. It's just the presentation's abysmal. So many commercials. So NBC Sports will have a post-race show after every race of at least 30 minutes every week on Peacock. So you can watch the post-race show of at least 30 minutes every week on Peacock. So post-race shows need to come back. Huge W. I know they need to be on TV, but hey, it's still that. It's good enough. Where Fox doesn't give you those 30 minutes. Cup drivers aren't allowed in the Chugga Street Course race for Xfinity, but Cup owners, sure. Per Bob Poggers, Justin Marks is going to drive the Colleague number 10 at Xfinity car at Chicago. So that's interesting. Justin Marks is getting back behind the wheel. That's really cool. I think it's a W. See Justin Marks back in the Xfinity car. Alright, so let's get to the, back to Bob. I was reading off the news from Adam Stern. So Legacy Motor Club's appeal to the 60-point penalty for the greenhouse at Gateway is set for Wednesday, June 28th. Crew chief suspension at first, so Dave Allen's back as crew chief for Jones at Nashville. So we'll see if their penalty gets appealed. I doubt it will, and I assume No is going to return this week. Don't know anything about that yet. Wednesday, Charles announced some changes. Riley Herbst's crew chief Richard Boswell will take over Chase Briscoe's team in Cup. Eric Emerald's engineer Davin Restivo moves to Xfinity to crew chief Herbst, and former Briscoe crew chief Johnny Klossmeyer stays at SHR in a vehicle performance group. So that's the changes they've made. You can keep moving all these pieces around. I just don't know if they're going to perform well. Putting Boswell and Briscoe back together has needed to happen for years. And when he was the driver when they were on the 98 team, so definitely doesn't surprise me. Boswell and Briscoe make really good over there. We have 41 entries for 38 spots in Xfinity race. Some notable names: Ty Dillon, Stephen Parsons, Mason Massey, Allmendinger, and Gibbs back in the Xfinity field this weekend. Mosack, Zane Smith in the 28, Kyle Singh in the 29, Ellison in the 43, Sage Cameron in the 44, McLaughlin, the 53, Fincham in the 66, Cram, the 74, Hocevar in the 77, and Chad Chastain in the 91. Those are some notables. So SHR is set to have a major announcement from Wednesday, as the long-awaited Josh Berry replacing Kevin Harvick news is expected to become official. I bet Dale Jr. is really happy getting Josh Berry this big opportunity. It's going to probably be an emotional day for Dale Jr. Sad to see him leave JRing, but great to see him get this opportunity in the 4-car. Because he's I think he's going to do well in that 4-car. And they'll probably have some good funding for that car as well. So that's their major announcement, 1 p.m. Wednesday. Most likely the announcement. Matt Mills is going to drive the KBM number 51 truck at Richmond, Milwaukee, and JF Electric, the sponsor. That's something I didn't expect to see, is Matt Mills driving the 51 truck for KBM. He'll probably do about the same as Jack Wood and get the same results. I mean, it's a really good opportunity for Matt, but I don't think he'll do that good, to be honest, but whatever. Lane Riggs has confirmed that he'll strap into the 02 Young's Motorsports machine. It'll be his second start of the year, and he's done pretty good, in my opinion, so good to see him get this opportunity. PRD is optimistic Truex will return to Joe Gibbs for the 2024 season. I know people say, oh, they said the same thing with Kyle Busch, but Truex looks like he's genuinely having more fun this year behind the wheel. And seeing how well he does this season, I'm not surprised he's probably returning. And thank goodness, because they really need him back. Memphis, for all your turns to the G2G Racing truck at Nashville. Boo, G2G. But, yeah, it's really all I have to say for this video. So, yeah, until next time, out. Peace.